Good morning. Welcome to our virtual live kids craft. Today we are going to be doing, what are we doing? Watercolor postcards. So I'm going to go ahead and flip and we can get started. What you'll need is a watercolor palette of some type. You will also need water, a paper towel. This always takes me a minute. A paintbrush. Sorry, my boys are fighting. We're gonna do 4 postcards. So any pieces of paper, and they don't have to be postcard size. If you just want to paint a cool picture, they can be a regular card. But ours are 4.5 by 6. And I just cut up some watercolor paper. You can do. My boys just left. They were gonna be my samples. My little one had a little bit of a meltdown right before we started here. So we are using watercolor paper. It's just Canson paper. I got it probably from Walmart. But you can use cardstock or drawing paper if that's all you have on hand. And again, this is about a 4.5 by 6. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these, and I have some thin tape. You can, if you have thicker tape, that's fine too. I'm going to just divide it up into some strips. And the way I'm going to do that is, and I got this thin tape on, I think I ordered it on Amazon. If you have like rubber cement, you could paint some lines, or you could just draw some lines with pencil. And you'll just have to paint a little more careful. I like to do this with kids because it's a fun little relief. And these don't have to be perfectly spaced or anything. I am trying to... Honey, I can't help right now. I'm in the middle of teaching a class. Sorry. The joy of virtual learning and teaching. All right, so... everyone should have theirs taped. Mine boys were already taped ahead, so this is working out. We have look.
No, I wanted to take mine.
Okay, you do your own then. Okay. And so Tucker, are you sure? Because you're gonna fall a little bit behind. I have praying watercolors. My boys have some more colors than me. So I'll do a little bit more mixing than they have to. If they want to mix, that's fine too. So the way watercolor works is you have to add water to your color. So I use the wells, and we have a new puppy that is trying to nibble my foot. And I am going to pull some pigment over into our well, and then I add a lot of water. And the key to watercolor is having a lot of water. It makes your watercolor last a lot longer. Can you just use the one I did? Thank you.
No, I don't want this one.
Oh, you can take that one off and we'll put a new piece on that. How about that?
Take that one.
Yeah, here, I'll get you a nice, good piece of tape. Sorry. Give me a second here. So when you get your color nice and mixed up and watered down. So, Bryce, do you have some blue mixed?
Blue mix.
Here, Tucker, pull that one off. Did you pull that one off? Here. Put yours right here.
Look at
Okay, ready? Put it down. Careful, careful, careful.
Building up.
Good job. Now push it down nice and tight. Okay.
This one's big.
Yeah, it is big. All right.
Did it?
All right. So once you get your blue mixed up, you gotta. Did you mix it in the well, honey? This is the well, the palette lid. Yeah, because you need to add more water to that. The whole point of that is adding a lot more water. All right, and so I am going to do a nice
I don't do like that.
wash of blue.
When I do that, I don't want to wash it.
Okay, well, Tucker, this is how I'm teaching it, so you don't even have your paint opened. All right, so I've done my blue. Whoops. I did a blue wash. And now I'm going to rinse my paintbrush off and get some green mixed into my blue. I'm just going to mix it right in for now so that it's a blue-green. And I won't need to add too much water because I already had a lot of water. And you can see, and I can get a little more green and paint over that if I need to. It's a nice, pretty blue-green. And I'm painting all the way to the edges of the tape. Okay. And then I'm going to rinse my paintbrush off in my water.
Mom, first I'm going to get a little bit of water and mix it in with some blue and some teal.
Okay.
So I can make a blue
I don't know why I just.
tealish, like a
Okay. Okay.
teal and blue
Whoops.
together.
Having some sticky trouble. Okay. So now I'm going to clean out a little area from my palette was a little bit dirty from the last time I painted. I'm going to clean out a little area so that I don't have any blue in it. And I'm just going to do a pure green. So pure green is going to be next. Green. And you don't have to do exactly the order I'm doing. I'm kind of going in a rainbow color order. And then I'm going to rinse my paintbrush off real good and get some yellow and mix it in with my green. So I'm going to have like a little yellow green. I might have to get a little more yellow. So it's a yellow green. Again, I'm just going all the way to the tape. You want to make sure you go all the way to the edges of the tape, Bryce. Okay. And then I'm going to rinse my paintbrush off and I'm going to get some yellow. And with yellow, you really want to make sure that your palette's clean so you don't pick up any other colors. So this is a pretty pure yellow. And I'm kind of mixing it on the paper just because my palette is so dirty. But if you have a clean palette. Yeah, it does. It's just really dirty. Here, you want to use mine? So we're doing some washes here. And then I'm going to use the orange.
Mom, I'm going to do mine in a different order.
That's fine, honey. And then I'm going to do some orange. And I might have to add a little yellow to that orange just to...
Time to a different color.
Honey, you make it however you want. This is just the order I'm doing it in, okay? So I'm adding a little yellow to the orange well. Just
So you could even do a different color?
Yes. And then the last color will be red. And so I'm going to mix a nice red out of the well. And no, we're doing 4 different postcards, Bryce. This is just the first one. And it's going to dry, and then we're going to do something different with it. Okay?
I'm making the white red here so I can put on my sunset.
So that's our first one. And we'll pull the tape off after it dries and add some fun little stuff to it. You can already see it's kind of a cool. So that's our first one. We're going to get our second one over here.
Mom,
Yes, Tucker.
I'm going to make like a beautiful red on my sunset.
Okay, use a lot of water, Tucker.
I did.
Okay.
I used some white with some red to make the white red with my sunset.
Good job.
Once it dries, it's going to be like a pinky. Like a pinkish red.
Yeah, you need to get some more red in there. I don't know why your orange is so dirty, but here. You can paint right over it. Watercolor will be easy to paint. Can I help you?
I'm going to need more of this red.
Can I help you? All right. It's okay. This is why you want to always mix it on here first, Bryce. And we even have test strips. You can test it. Okay?
I'm going to paint another layer over it.
So we just need to
it
get-
can actually.
So you can test it and see that's a little bit of orange. Okay? That work for you? All right. You can use some of mine.
This is going to make a
right,
pinkish in my water.
Go all the way to the edges, okay? All right, so our next watercolor, sorry. So he got his fixed up. The good thing about watercolors, you can really paint right over it. So you could do red, and then you could even do purple if you have enough divisions on yours. All right, Bryce, I'm gonna let the boys catch up a little bit. So you wanna do red next, though. And then purple. Or you can just paint the purple last one purple. If you're doing it in the order of a rainbow. So red would be next, and then your last space would be purple. So since you already have purple, yeah. And you might want to put paper underneath if you're doing this at home. This is kind of our art table, so we don't mind them. This is washable paint. So, all right, rinse your paintbrush off really good. Make a figure 8. There you go. Swish, swish, swish. And then you can use red. Why don't you use my red since yours is a little bit dirty? If your paints get dirty just from using them, you can dip a paper towel in your water and just kind of wipe them out. I probably should have done that for Bryce last time. All right, remember, use it in here. Pull it in here. And then add water to that. So it helps you. That's all you need, honey.
But it's still good.
There you go. All right, ready?
This is kind of like a different water pattern.
Oh, let's check it out. Oh, yeah, you're mixing colors within. That's fine. I like that. All right, and so Bryce is done with his. Bryce, go ahead and move yours out of the way. If you need to wipe the table down, just...
It's stuck to the table.
That's okay. All right, Tucker, what color are you going to do next? Tucker's doing a good job of getting his all watered down, nice and smooth. Bryce, yeah, there you go. You can just kind of pull it up from the edge. Yep, there you go. Put it aside.
I'm kind of doing the
And
white
wipe your table down.
I'm going to do
Can you wipe that down?
with a dark hue.
Okay.
So I'm
Cool.
going to make a darkish black.
Cool. So this is really fun for kids so they can experiment with color. Bryce, I need my paper towel back. That was mine.
Mama, I have a little bit of every color.
All right, so now we're moving on. We're gonna do a little cool. We're gonna do a little watermelon.
The table. Watermelon?
Yeah, my boys love watermelon. Okay, Tucker, it's okay if you get a little bit on the table, honey.
What if I could just red dot?
Okay, so
Green dot.
Bryce, let's get yours cleaned out. Where's your red?
Yeah, it's not clean.
It is.
Barely.
It just takes a minute.
There it is.
All right.
Black.
All right, so now you have a clean space to put it in, okay?
It's still pretty much black.
When you move it over here, look. When you move over to here, it'll be red, okay? All right. So I'm going to water this down because watermelon is kind of a pinkish red, right? And so by adding water, I got some dripped on mine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint kind of like a triangle, but with a rounded bottom. So I'm going to start at the top and I'm going to go down. And then I'm going to start at the top, the other side, and go down. And I'm just going to draw a little space. Yeah. Did you splatter it? Okay, flip them over and use them, honey. Get your cards that you're not working on out of the way. Yes, Tucker.
I made a watermelon color, see? It's a different kind
That
of
is that is. So I am just kind of filling in that area, and then I'm going to use some pure red, kind of tap it through while it's still wet, and it's just going to create kind of a whimsical disbursement of the color. And that will, when that dries, and you can even do some just water in there, it'll be a neat effect.
Mom, I'm going to leave this color in here on my paintbrush so I don't...
Bryce, you're painting way out of the lines, honey bun. Okay, listen. All right, so if you need a new card, there's another card over here, but you got to go a little bit slow, and you want to be in the top, okay? Here, just get a new card. We're having some problems today, aren't we? All right, so now I'm going to get some green and mix up some green on here, and I might use a little bit of yellow since that's already in my palette. And I'm going to leave a white space, and kind of along the same curve as the bottom,
I made a really good purple, see?
Oh, that is a pretty purple, Tucker. Good job. I'm going to draw a little green line with my paint, and then I'm going to rinse my paintbrush off good. And with
I kind of mixed two purple tickets.
with some water, I'm going to pull it up towards the, especially on the edges here. Pull it up towards the pink. But I don't want to touch the pink with the water until it's dry. I can even go through and add a little bit more green along the bottom. And it's just going to give it a nice, fun, and maybe even if you want to add some yellow, you don't have to. Just depends on how bold you want it. So we're going to let that dry before we add our black seeds. A lot of water, Bryce. A lot of water. There you go. That looks great. I like yours. Yeah, you're welcome to. You just want to make sure it's dry before. Okay? You good? Remember, mix your color, Bryce. You got to mix it in your palette so that way you know how light it is. You need to add a little bit more water. Look how much water I used on mine. Good job. Okay, so Bryce is choosing to attach his,
I'm doing
which
the
is
green
fine.
at the end.
Good
I'm
job.
doing the green at the end.
Good job, Bryce.
I'm doing the green at the end.
Oh, I like it. And here's Tucker still doing his rainbow. Whoops. Came off my thing. Oh, I like that. That's fun. It's dispersing. It almost looks like a seedless watermelon, huh? Okay, so I got to put mine back up here. All right. So now we are going to move on to a fun little ice cream one. Yeah. No, we're not having ice cream, right? Shh. No yelling, no yelling. Okay, so now we're going to do brown. And you can even mix it up with a little bit of purple. I already have purple in my thing, so I'm just going with that. I may even get a little bit of that orange. I'm just trying to get a good, like, ice cream cone color. All right. And I'm going to do an upside down triangle this time. Shh.
I made a circle watermelon.
So I mixed a nice little brown. Your watercolors might come with brown. But okay. And I'm going to use a lot of water to fill that in. And I'm going to make it kind of go up. We're going to do a waffle cone. So I'm going to make it kind of go up. And I'm going to fill that in. And I'm going to have to let that dry before we do anything else. So I might get a little bit of color around the edges. That might be too much.
Sort of a darkish.
By putting some color around the edges, it's going to make it look a little 3D.
Sort of a darkish green.
Oh, Tucker, that looks good. Can you make your watermelon pointy by any chance? So with watercolor, it's really good to let things dry before you move on. Are you not going to do an ice cream?
I don't think so.
Okay. And then I am going to, please stop, do a butterfly. So the butterfly colors, you can do whatever you want, but I'm going to do purple because we haven't really used purple yet.
You see mine?
Very nice, Tucker. Oh, you added some black already onto it. Remember I said it's got to dry. Okay. So now with my butterfly, I'm going to give it a little head. And then he's going to kind of have a long... So I drew a circle, and then I kind of drew a little oval, and then I'm just going to draw a long stick that kind of gets skinnier as it goes down. And then the wings are going to be connected, and they're going to go out at an angle, then they go down, and then they come partially in, not all the way into the body, and then they're going to go all the way down. And I am going to fill that in. And lots of water. If I need to make my little body on my butterfly longer, I can. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Try to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm just trying to mirror it. So out, up, and then down. I don't know why my purples are looking a little different. I must have had some blue in that other one. And that's okay, because we're going to add some other colors to this. And I'm going to paint it solid, fill it in. The key is to have a lot of water so it's nice and flowy. And then
I made my cone, see?
I'm going to go through while it's still wet.
See, I made my cone.
Oh, pretty. Oh, you did make a cone. And I'm going to, if I need to add more water, add lots of different colors to the butterfly. When I say colors, I'm going to stick with blues, purples, maybe a little bit of red. And then I can kind of add the body. I can even add some antennas. So it's just a nice, pretty little butterfly.
Mama,
Yeah, buddy.
you help me with the butterfly because this has got
Yeah.
oval.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, start at the top with the head.
I would do a little circle, but I need help with that.
Oh, that's good. Now draw a line going down from that head. Just go straight. No. Down. Okay, well, you're going to draw the wings first. All right, now go in, and then go down to the corner. Whoop. This corner. So watch out, lift your paintbrush off. We're gonna go.
That's kind of silly flag.
Wait. It's okay. Look, watch. See? And then we'll go this way. You did a good job drawing big, Tucker. Okay, so can you color all that in? You might have to get a lot of water to do that. Okay, so again, we're gonna let this dry. If it starts to bend, you might need to kind of crease your paper. If you get it too drippy, you can always take your paper towel and kind of dab it. I like the way it's kind of looking tie-dye. So I'm going to come back to my ice cream cone now, and I'm going to pick a cool ice cream color, which I'm going to go with, what color do you think? Should I do mint chocolate chip? That's some of our favorite here. So I'm going to mix blue with a little bit of this green and see if I can get a pretty mint chocolate chip. Now mint chocolate chip is pretty light colored. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, and I'm going to kind of draw the outline of the ice cream. So I'm going to go fluffy. It's going to be like a scoop. Mama. Good. You're doing a good job, Tucker. And
it's finished.
I'm just going to, it's almost like drawing some little clouds. So I might let that dry a little bit.
I'm going to make a little reddish, watermelonish, bluish color.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I can make a cool color.
Very good. So I'm going to, I rinsed my paintbrush off, and I'm going to pull with some water, just kind of blot in some of this color. I'm going to leave a little bit of white showing. And I can even take a tip of a paper towel, kind of blot it, and it's going to give it a little fun texture that looks like ice cream. Okay. And
well, my ice cream
maybe,
see?
oh, pretty, Tucker. He did a good job. He did a little purple cone over there. And look at your butterfly coming along.
It's called a grape flavor.
A grape flavor. So I am now going to mix a little bit of brown. I did black and brown and purple from my palette. And I'm just going to make a little waffle cone by adding some little lines in here, going across and down. Okay.
I'm going to make a little black waffle cone.
Ooh, a black waffle cone. And I am then going to get some black paint, and I'm just going to add some chocolate chips in there. Oops, while it's, maybe I should let it dry. That's up to you. That's kind of up to you. I kind of like the looseness of this.
They're going to blend it. They're going to blend it. They already kind of blending it. But it's still going to be a waffle cone. Mommy's playing her name.
No, I'm writing, you're so cool.
Painting so cool.
No, because this is a postcard. We're gonna mail it to someone. Who could we mail this to? You wanna mail it to Rico? Yeah. All right, and then if my watermelon, look how it's drying. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to, because of time, I'm just going to dry this just a little bit. Oh, very nice. And I'm going to add some black seeds to that with just a little.
Mom, can I show a playing card? Paint.
Circles. Yeah, honey. Okay. And then I'm going to write down here your.
What's this color?
One in a melon. Needs another little seed.
This color? It's kind of like the old 3D world.
Oh, fun. And then I can come back to my little butterfly, and I can darken up some areas on him, or her, whatever you wanted to call it. And I'm just going to kind of outline the body a little bit just so it's a little more.
Mom, I need a paper towel.
You need another paper towel? Your butterfly is on a paper towel. There you go. Does that help?
Yeah, because I need to clean out my legs.
Okay. And then I think I went a little bit too dark, so I can just kind of blot that up a little bit and even get my purple in. Having a hard time getting it right. That's okay. And just getting a little bit more here.
I cleaned out my leg. I cleaned out my leg.
Oh, nice. And I could write something like "You're beautiful."
I had to clean it out because it's all dirty.
Yeah, Bryce, try not to bump the table, honey. I'm trying to write here. You're beautiful. And I want to write this in cursive. You can always do this in marker.
You're doing it in purple?
Mm-hmm.
Because your butterfly is purple?
Yeah. You like that, Tucker?
Yeah. I'm just not going to write anything.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. You don't have to. And then we're just going to pull this rainbow card apart. Not apart, but take off the tape. And I had gotten some little water spilled on it, and that actually looks pretty. Oh, the tape is a little bit.
Mom, yours looks good. Yours looks good.
So you want to pull your tape off?
Mom, yours looks good. Mom, yours looks
Thank you, Tucker.
watermelon looks good.
Well, aren't you sweet? Thank you. Yours looks awesome, too. You were working so hard on this. So you kind of got a little, and you can write something like missing you or thinking of you or something like that on here. You can write it in between the lines, or you can just write it across.
I'll take off. I'll take
I was thinking about some different things, but that is all of our cards. So you guys did awesome today. Good job. Ooh, Tucker, I like your stripes. Check out Tucker's stripes. You worked hard today, didn't you, Tucker?
Yeah, I'm trying really hard today.
Which one's your favorite?
My favorite one is this one because it has all that purple mixed in with that.
Oh, with the black, your ice cream cone. And Bryce did his watermelon and his little rainbow stripes. So very good, boys.
Yeah, big seeds.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah,
This will be available on our Facebook page from here on out. And I'm going to upload it to our YouTube channel.
Whoopsie.
Ooh, that's okay. Can you say bye?
Bye. I'm going to say bye to Bryce. Goodbye.